Vasislos, it's your German boy here, and welcome back to If My Heart Had Wings. Now, last time around, we enlisted the help of Ageha to improve our culinary skills, while also enlisting the help of the boarders in this dorm to take the load off of our backs a little bit, and foster an environment of teamwork between us and the residents of this place. So even Kotori's getting in on this, which is pretty cool. So let's see where we go from here, shall we? Thanks for today, Ageha. You really helped me out. Appreciate that.
いいって。葵が困ってるとき、私が助ける。普通なことでしょ?
Same goes for you two. Cat came waddling down the corridor.
おー、アヒルさん、どうしたの? 見送りに来てくれたの? ガガー.
Cat flapped his wing toward Ageha. Maybe he's saying thanks for helping Kotori. Those were his feelings as her housemate.
じゃあ、部屋に戻ったら伝えて。今日は楽しかったねって。わー。
The way he replied made it seem like he completely understood what Ageha had said, and Hat wiggled his tail as he waddled off.
かわいい。
Okay, take care on your way back.
またね。
Wiedersehen.
ハット、どこ行ってたの? はい、おやつのキュウリ。かー。ねえ、聞いてハット。今日ね、私、ご飯作るの手伝ったのよ。鶏肉の、なんとか煮込みって言うんだけど、みんな美味しいって言ってた。私も食べたけど、本当に美味しかったの。すごいでしょ。
I'm so proud of you.
もうすぐ今日が終わっちゃう。楽しかったな。
This could be the motivation we all need. I'm so proud of you. I push down on the heavy pedals and the gears creak. I worry that the chain, which is stretched to its point of limit, will snap and fly off at some point. However, there's no time to think about that during the hill climb. Damn it, I can't do this anymore. The sport is just way too severe. I'm not proud of this, but I decided not to put myself through any pointless hardship. I don't enjoy putting in a lot of effort. Just ahead of me is something fun, so that's why I can do my best. At that time, I was getting closer and closer to it. Finally, the top of the slope. As I climbed to the top of the slope, the view all of a sudden opened up. Below me is the town, spreading far into the distance, and the steep downhill road. Finally, the time has come for my reward. I lower my posture, kick down on the pedal, and accelerate in the blink of an eye. In spite of the headwind that would have been so problematic on flat ground, I cut through it like a bullet. On a downhill slope, speeds can reach close to 80 kilometers per hour. I think that's like... Oh god, I can't convert in my head, I'm tired. If that were a car driving through the city, it would breeze past as I overtook other cars. If I come off my bike now, I'll be seriously injured. No joke. I could even die. After all, when we race, we're almost completely exposed. The road is winding, it's still not flat. At high speeds, when I entrust my body to the inertia, the wheels bounce on the uneven surface. Strangely, I don't feel any fear. I only feel overwhelming exhilaration. Nevertheless, I mustn't lose concentration. It's not like I hadn't predicted that there might be unforeseen circumstances. Even so, when I opened my eyes, I thought that I was on that hospital bed. Sure, there's an unfamiliar ceiling, but I soon realized that it wasn't the hospital. It's my room, huh? I still don't really feel like this is my room, though. I lie on my side on the bed and vacantly try to recall what happened in my dream. I forgot most of it in the shock of waking up, but I had an idea of what kind of dream it was. I pull the alarm clock towards myself. 11:42. It's noon already. Dick. Even though it's Sunday, I've slept too long. On Sunday, I don't need to prepare breakfast. As for the jobs like fixing leaks and other jobs that can be done quickly, I did most of them yesterday. A Sunday with nothing to do. I get out of bed and look down at my knee. There's the scar, fresh from surgery. It was the first time I'd seen it in a while. The dream about that time. In the last few days, because of how busy I'd been, the change of scene, I'd gone without having any unnecessary thoughts. Things had only calmed down a little bit, but I'd let my guard down emotionally. Somehow, I felt strangely sluggish and didn't feel like getting out of bed. There was someone knocking on the door.
Aoi-kun, 起きてますか？おーい。
It's Sanai, the third grade boarder. She's quite a cheerful person, but I always feel like she's keeping her distance from me. Despite that, jetzt,
葵くん、起きて。おーい、葵くん。
I'm awake. First, I answer, then get out of bed, and then moved over to the door. What is it?
葵くんにお客さん。
While thinking it was strange for Sanai to get so excited, I quickly got changed and left the room. I look outside the entrance to see...
Yo, Owie.
Oh, hey bro, what's up? Anchan, we get... When she said I had a visitor, she meant Anchan. The boarders poked their heads out from behind the wall of the hallway and looked at Anchan from a distance. It's just like Anchan to be completely unfazed by this weird spectacle.
これ、寮の皆さんと食べてくれ。
Anchan said as he passed me a welcoming present. What's this? Shingen mochi?
ご近所さんからもらったお土産なんだが、うちじゃ食い切れなくてな。
Oh, is this what I think it is? Anchan had always been popular with the girls, especially with much older ladies. Okay. He often received presents from them, particularly from the... Is my dude a fucking cougar hunter? It's possible that he could become like the straw millionaire, and even if he just walked around the town for a day, there'd be no shortage of things to eat. I take the souvenir from Anchan and pass it to Yuka and the others who are half hidden behind the wall of the hallway. Here, he said we should eat this together.
ねえ、あの人誰？水瀬くんとどういう関係？
He's my childhood friend, Anchan.
幼なじみなんだ。へえ。
The others all start saying, really? Too. Anchan, come on in. I'll pour you a cup of tea or something.
でもここ女子寮だろ？
Yeah, you're right. Because I'm staying here, I don't really think about it that often. Okay.
来いよ。昼飯おごってやる。どうだこっちは。
Yeah, it's nice. It feels relaxing.
無理すんな。この景色見て故郷に帰ってきた気分にはならないだろ？
Yeah, I guess not. The reconstruction work had been completed in this area, and it feels like a new town. There are many brand new buildings, the roads are neatly paved, and there's not a trace of the Casagara that I once knew. But I remember this street. I mean, I used to come down here almost every day. If you go this way, it leads to Kazami Shopping Street. It's the place where me, Ageha, and the others were born and raised, and had a small shopping street. My family had a small real estate agency set up on one side of the street. Ageha's family had a sporting goods store, and Masatsugu's had a ramen restaurant. Then there's Anchan's place, which is a town factory near the shopping street. My childhood friends and I were all kids of the Kazami shopping street, so we all played together. However, the shopping street disappeared due to the reconstruction.
ウィンディにはもう行ったのか？
I've been to the underground shopping arcade a few times. I went to buy groceries. That was where I went yesterday with Ageha and Kotori.
まだ上の方は見てないのか？
That's right. I was busy, so I hadn't been there.
せっかくだ。飯のついでに見ていくといい。
Whoa.
なかなかすごいだろ
Yeah. Windy Casagara. It's a large shopping mall built on the site of the small Kazami shopping street, where we grew up. I've been to the underground level before, but I always enter using the entrance at the back, which is near the dormitory, so I didn't know what it was like above. I thought it would be a big building, but I can't believe that the Kazami shopping street used to be here.
う。国内でも有数の商業施設だそうだ。今や風車の丘と並んで風が浦の新名所だぞ。
I didn't feel at all like I'd come back to my hometown. On the contrary, it felt like I was lost in some unknown country. What happened to everyone from the shopping street?
希望した人はこの中に店を構えてる。よそに行った人たちもいたけど、みんな元気にやってるよ。
Ageha said that she'd moved.
アゲハンチなら、
あ、あんちゃん。
Oh, you're here.
お、いたいた。
Ageha appeared with uncanny timing. My dude, did you set this up?
ひどい。二人で遊んでるんだ。私も声かけてよね。
You did
だって
set
お前
this up.
店の手伝いがあるんだろ？
今終わったとこ。
Replied Ageha, who was standing in front of Himegi Sports. That's what it said on the sign. Oh yeah, you said you'd moved house, but you also said the shop was now in Windy, didn't you? Himegi Sports. This is the sporting goods store managed by Ageha's father. As far as I remember, it was a small town sporting goods store, but now it's a kind of trendy sports store aimed at younger people. They must be thinking of the kind of clientele they get in the shopping mall, but because it's so different to how it was when I was a kid, I'm slightly confused now.
へへん。立派になったでしょ。
I didn't know your dad had an eye for what young people like. I answered while slightly dazed.
あ、そうだ。おーい、ホタル
As Ageha called from inside the store, a petite girl smaller than Ageha came outside.
何あーちゃん。あーちゃんと葵が来てるよ。
Hotaru opened her eyes wide for a moment, and then looked up at me. Her face seemed to say, "Is this big guy standing here really Ollie?" In that case, I should prove it to myself. Long time no see, Hotaru, eh? I rubbed Hotaru's head in the same way Anchan did to me.
おー、
Hotaru wriggles her head around and her wits end as I... She's Ageha's younger sister. She's only 1 year younger, so we used to play together a lot as kids. Her personality is the complete opposite of her sister, shy and quiet. You've gotten bigger too, eh? Rub rub.
やめて。こーら、うちの妹をいじめるんじゃない。
I'm not being mean, am I, Hotaru?
ほっぺとならないで。
I let go, and for a little while, Hotaru continued moving her head round and round, even though I wasn't doing anything.
たくも5年ぶりのくせにいきなりすぎるっての。ホタル、大丈夫？うん、平気。ちょっと目が回っただけ。本当に鬼だ。
I'm back, Hotaru. Do you want me to rub your head again? I start to move my hands toward her like I'm gonna do. Hotaru jumped behind and hid behind Ageha.
いじめるな。
Ow. I just wanted to play with Hotaru a little, that's all. For some reason, Ageha's very protective of her. I thought I'd come and see you sometime, Hotaru.
そっか。同じ学校なんだから顔見せに連れてけばよかったかな。
Hotaru goes there too? That's a surprise. I had the idea in my head that Hotaru would definitely go to a regular school.
みんなあんちゃんの影響を受けまくりだからね。
俺はやめとけって言ったんだがな。
Anchan graduated from Kaifu Academy. Because it was a school that Anchan went to, Ageha and the others all took the entrance exams like it was a matter of course. I was the same when I came back here, because I knew it was a special school when I was choosing which school to transfer to. So I guess that was because of Anchan too.
ところで、2人で何してたの？もしかしてデート？
当たり。
Hey, Anchan!
似たようなもんだろ。葵に昼飯をおごってやろうと思ってな。お前らも来るか？
行く。
となると、あいつも呼んでやらないと後で拗ねるな。
ああ、ダメダメ。麻婆なら今日は忙しいって。
なんだ、用事があるのか？
正真正銘のデート。昨日すっごい自慢された。でも可愛いんだよ、マー君の彼女。
なら邪魔するわけにはいかないな。俺たちだけで行くか。や
ったー、あんちゃんとご飯みんなでご飯するの久しぶりだね。
どこ行く？どこでもいいぞ。
Anchan asked me. You're asking me where we should go, but I still don't really know this place. There are many shops, but everywhere is unfamiliar to me.
そんなの決まってるじゃない。私らが集まったら行く店は一つ。
Said Ageha as Hotaru nodded. I also remember, a little slower than the others.
Taiyoken!
Ugh. Mabu's dad doesn't hold back, does he? Felt like my ramen was gonna come back up, and I just barely kept it down by rubbing my hand along my gut.
調子に乗って特盛り頼むからよ。私は大盛りにしといて大正解。それでも十分多いよ、あーちゃん。
いつもより多かったぞ。葵のためにサービスしてくれたんだろ。
An-chan, who also had a special big bowl, was completely unfazed.
青人形で嬉しそうだった。お代もサービスしてくれたしね。
But I can't believe that Taiyoken is still around. Taiyoken is a Chinese restaurant on one side of Kazami Shopping Street. It's also Masatsugu's house. They used to serve regular set menus, but since moving, they've changed direction. It's become like one of the new wave ramen restaurants in the city.
繁盛してるんだから。こないだ雑誌に載って若いお客が増えたっておっちゃん大喜び。おっちゃんの写真も載ったんだよ。すごくかっこよかった。頭にタオル巻いて腕組みしてドヤ顔で決めてたあれね。
Masatsugu is like his father. In other words, like his father, he gets carried away easily and tends to show off. Whenever there are sports events or karaoke competitions in town, regardless of the result, he's always the center of attention. The taste was completely different, and apart from seeing Mabu's dad, it wasn't nostalgic at all. Before it was plain soy sauce ramen, but now it'd become pork bone and fish double soup.
ここと同じ。みんな変わっていくもんさ。
そうそう。5年も経っちゃうとね。
Yeah, you're right. Well, when you say 5 years, I guess it really is a long time. But some things haven't changed. Masatsugu's dad was the same as always. The same goes for Ageha and Hotaru, and also An-chan. The things that I most wanted to stay the same are still here.
ちょっと待ってろ。飲み物買ってくるから。
An-chan made his way to the bench by the side of the road while he went to buy some juice. Hotaru went after him. Ageha and I sat down on the bench.
ねえ葵。
What's up?
そろそろ部活決めた？
I reply vaguely. There's one that I thought would be okay.
どこどこ？
It's still just a candidate.
ケチケチせずに教えなさいよ。
I don't even know if it's a proper club or not.
何それ？
You're in the robot club, right?
そう。うちの学校で一番人気。
You enter contests, don't you? Do they fight? When I think of robots, I imagine them firing missiles and flying through the air.
まあそうなんだけど、多分葵が考えてるのとは違うよ。
I mean, if you've seen my other videos on this channel, you'd know I'm thinking about something a little different too.
障害物競争したり、物を運んだり積み上げたり。
What the hell?
ロボットの技術を競う戦いだからね。毎年テーマが決まってて、それに合わせて作るんだよ。
Oh,
興味出た？
I don't know. You say you build robots, but I don't really understand it.
まあそうだよね。ここんとこ毎年初戦敗退で、みんなそれが当然みたいな顔してるし。葵が入ってこうビシッと引き締めてくれたらありがたいんだけど。
Why don't you do it yourself?
いや、私そういうキャラじゃないから。
I had to say, Ageha likes to do things at her own pace.
昔はもっと熱心だったらしいんだけどね。一度全国大会で準優勝したこともあるんだよ。
Wow, that's amazing.
その時のロボットを作ったのが、ほら、こないだ見かけた人覚えてる？超留年生の望月あまねさん。
Yeah, I remember.
うん。それはやっぱ美人さんだから？
9. That's not why. Don't get the wrong idea now. Well, that could be one reason. Ageha makes a face that says she doesn't understand as she continues her story.
あまね先輩がまだ1年の時に、ほとんど自分一人で作ったロボットで、いきなり準優勝しちゃったの。決勝戦で負けたんだけど、コントローラーのボタンを押し間違えるというボンミスが敗因だったらしいよ。
There are no what ifs in a match, but the national championship slipped through her fingers. She was in the first grade?
そう。別格なのよ、あの人は。どうしたの、あんちゃん。
Before we had realized, Anchan and Hotaru had come back, but were standing a little further away while watching us.
サイダーとオレンジ、どっちにする？
サイ
I'll have orange. I take the can of juice and crack it open.
いただきます。
As we enjoyed drinking the juice, Anchan watched us quietly. What is it?
いや、なんか昔に戻ったみたいだなって。お前たち二人が揃ってるとさ。
Ageha and I look at each other while drinking our juice. Then, embarrassed, we both laughed.
一人足りないけど、こういう時にいないのが麻婆らしいわね。
He's always been like that.
みんなでやったいたずらがバレても、一人だけ逃げたりね。でも、あの後謝りながら泣いてたし。ほんと、手のかかるやつだったわよね。
You're telling me. Ageha sighed as she said that, and Hotaru and I laugh.
そんな麻婆にも今や彼女ができた。お前たちも頑張らないとな。
In response to Anchan's teasing, the rest of us blush.
私はいいの。葵は知らないけど。そうなの？
I've just come back here, haven't I?
女子寮の寮母さんやって、そこのとびっきり可愛い子ともう仲良くなっちゃってるくせに。
Hey, don't say it like that. Für der Liebe aus Gott.
ああ、あの子か。確かに可愛い子だったな。
Not you too, Anchan. Jesus Christ. Hotaru looks at me with suspicion. Hotaru, it's not really like that. I'm just working as a dorm keeper.
青兄ならかっこいいからすぐ彼女できちゃうよ。
I said it's not like that. Fuck, I'm thirsty. I drink down the rest of the juice in one go. Ageha grinned while she looked at me, while Hotaru seemed worried.
それじゃ、俺はそろそろ行くよ。
もう帰っちゃうの？
悪いな。夕方から急ぎの仕事があるんだ。
Thanks for inviting me out today, Anchan.
いいって。俺も楽しかったから。おっと、そうだ。忘れるところだった。
Anchan came back and took some small parts from his
ほ
pocket.
ら、頼まれてたやつ。
It was the parts that Amane had requested.
そんなものを何に使うんだ？
They're parts for a glider.
グライダー？
It's a kind of measuring instrument. One of the seniors at school asked me to get it. Suddenly, Ageha spoke in a loud voice.
それ、天音先輩のことでしょ？だってグライダーって言ったらあの人しかいないもん。
Yeah, that's right.
どういうこと？いつの間に知り合いになったの？
Kind of. It'll take a while to explain, so I try to dodge the question for a bit. It includes some information that I don't really want to talk about for some reason.
ねえ、あーちゃん、その人、そう、あの美人の。
Once again, I receive a dubious stare from the Himegi sisters. And I think I'm gonna leave it off here because, my god, where are we going? Till next time, it's been your German boy. Wiedersehen!